Welcome to MOBE Mondays.
Hi, everyone. I'm Cheryl Grace, Senior Vice President of U.S. Strategic Community Alliances and Consumer Engagement for Nielsen, the company that measures what you watch and what you buy. And I am going to be sitting in tonight for the founder, Yvette Moyo. And for our new viewers who may not be familiar with MOBE, it's an acronym for Marketing Opportunities in Business and Entertainment. And it is where the best in marketing, technology, sports, and entertainment converge. So this is our 36th show, y'all. We do this every week. It was born out of the pandemic when MOBE did the pivot from having a physical conference at Howard University and started a weekly virtual show. So I hope that you all will like the MOBE Symposium Facebook page. We need you to like it, and that you will subscribe to the YouTube channel and follow MOBE on Twitter and LinkedIn. By the way, MOBE and this MOBE Mondays is brought to you nationally by Real Men Cook Charities, and we're grateful for their support. MOBE Mondays features various subjects that affect Black businesses and consumers, and we connect to all things Black and urban. So this show is really a very special one because the holidays are upon us, and the holidays are totally a special time of the year. And this year we are going to be celebrating a little bit differently though, right? So from how we're going to be gathering together to even the gifts that we're going to be giving. Online shopping is going to inevitably increase significantly this year. So it's important for businesses to have a digital presence, whether it's a social media presence or a website. But if you're in business for yourself, now is not the year to be slacking on your social media and your digital presence. The holiday season is when businesses achieve some of the highest sales of the year, with predictions of holiday sales reaching $182 billion to $196 billion just during the season. And more than ever, it's important for us to be mindful of where we are spending our dollars. African Americans, as you've heard me say before, bring $1.4 trillion of buying power to the table. We're spending a lot of that this year during the season, and we want to make sure that we're supporting and sharing businesses that are local businesses and that are Black-owned businesses. So I'm really excited to be introducing tonight's guest for this MOBE Holiday Showcase. So if you haven't started making your list yet or checking it twice, if you don't know who's naughty or who's nice, we've got something for everybody on this show. And we're going to learn more about these lifestyle brands and how they're supporting the Black community through curated products and their entrepreneurial spirit. So first of all, I'd like to introduce Karla Winfrey. And Karla's going to present for us Winfrey Foods. So Karla is an award-winning journalist and a multimedia professional and foodpreneur. Karla is a partner in her family's business, Winfrey Foods in Nashville, Tennessee. She oversees the marketing and new concept development, and she's also the creative storyteller behind the brand. Karla is the co-host and executive producer of the Health Wrap, a Facebook initiative launched at the onset of COVID-19. Now, the show aims to calm fears with facts. You know, facts, we really need those facts right now, and to target health disparities in the African American and underserved communities. So Karla, I'm going to turn it over to you to share more about Winfrey Foods.
Hi, Cheryl. And
hi, Karla.
How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I am so excited about being here with MOBE, and good evening to the audience. I want to tell you about Winfrey Foods. Winfrey Foods is located in Nashville. This is a company that my siblings and I created because we wanted to share the goodness of all the wonderful, how people enjoyed our mother's chow chow. And I'm going to tell you a little about what we have to offer this year. We could not believe it that our cousin Oprah picked us as one of her favorite things. And we kind of made a joke about it because we said in the 70s, when she used to enjoy this at our mother and father's home in Nashville after church on Sunday. So it makes us the original favorite thing. So we have 3 varieties. We have the original chow chow, we have the spicy chow chow, and we have the Nashville hot chow chow. And we are relishing the moment being picked as a favorite thing. I want to also tell you about what we have to offer for the holiday season. We have a 3 jar gift pack. Now, the one you see with the little purple bow on it is one that a lot of the people who are giving corporate gifts, they said, can you put a little bow on there? We love the sticker, it's beautiful, but can we put a bow on there to make it extra special? So that's the one that a lot of corporate people are ordering. The other one has a recipe in it, just like the corporate one, but it has that beautiful red and purple that just kind of draws you in, like this is something really special. That recipe is our original, we call it the Imperial chicken salad that we've come up to make with the chow chow, and people just love it. And on the other side, deviled eggs. Who doesn't like a deviled egg? So that's what we're offering, our 3-pack. And that 3-pack is $45. When you put Oprah's name in it, it goes down to $36. Now, I want to tell you a little more about the product. This chow chow is made, we call it the Royal Relish, with a recipe from the 1930s that's been in our family. And that's our mommy there at the top. And she is still with us, which we are so blessed to have her. But the chow chow is a gourmet product packed with a rich, robust flavor with vegetables and spices. And traditionally, people enjoyed it with beans and greens in the South. But Winfrey Foods has found new uses for the old-time favorite and to address all types of flavor palettes. And it's loved by meat lovers, vegetarians, and vegans. And it's what we call a clean label. It's low-cal, and it's all natural. And you see in the corner there is Oprah. A few months ago, she did a challenge to do, can I eat all plant-based meals for a month? And we were surprised that she was on her Instagram and she said, this is my cousin's chow chow. And they make this and I love to eat it with Crowder peas. So we want you to be able to also enjoy and eat it with other things. I want to tell you a little more about our mom and our experience of the things that we make and some of the things we've learned from her. And then here are some of the new things. We call it the experience. We make crab cakes with this as a topping, or you can put them inside. There's all type of, I mentioned the chicken salad. You can make just a regular salad and top it off. And then the center, you see that traditional Southern favorite of like the collard greens. We could use Mr. Wiley spice to spice that up. The collard greens and the cabbage, black-eyed peas, topped off with the original. With the hot dogs, you see that it is just scrumptious with hot dogs and brocks and burgers. And the spicy, which we love to put with our different types of salmon and fish. Our vegetarians love it with hummus. And again, everybody loves a deviled egg. So what we also want to do, my family, we always honor our mom. Our mom, we had a couple of history-making moments. My mother was a nurse at Vanderbilt in 1954. They would not allow her to eat in the cafeteria. So pictures you see below with the chef from Sodexo and the people serving below our family, they had a special day because for Mother's Day, 2018, I said, she has everything. We want to give her another gift. We want her to have her chow chow in the hospital that she was not allowed to eat in the cafeteria when she started working there. Also, we made history when Woolworths, a lot of people are familiar with that story. And when Woolworths opened here in Nashville, when they had gifts, the first day we were there and they were serving the relish, a place that she was not allowed to eat at, but you could shop there. So that's her on the label, on the jar there. That's Miss Judy. And we hope that you go and order on Amazon or on winfreyfoods.com. Those are my brothers, Cardale and Bernice, the partners. You see, we threw that guitar in there, represent Nashville. And the interesting thing, and you'll see this in a couple of weeks, the person who took this photograph was Chef Gabby, our 8-year-old nephew, who is our brand manager, and he directed the photo shoot. We try to keep it all in the family. As you see next to that is the magazine that's coming out tomorrow, Oprah's magazine, listing all of her 72 favorite things. You can check us out at Amazon and at winfreyfoods.com. We want you to become one of our customers and then stay loyal to the royal.
I love that. Stay loyal to the royal. That's fabulous. And I'm telling you, you have made me hungry right now. This sounds wonderful. So can you tell us, how did you go about being chosen as one of Oprah's favorite things? I mean, and y'all not really cousins though, right? But it just seems like you are.
No, we are cousins.
Oh, you are? Oh, wow.
As I was saying, she used to enjoy it when she lived in Nashville. And if you go on some of her sites, like when you go to the magazine, when she lists us in there, she says, my cousins make this. And she
was serious. Like, it's really my cousins. Because, I call cousins, but they're not. But you're cousins. That's fabulous.
Yes, we are cousins. Well, this is the funny thing. The way we found out, an email came and it says, congratulations, you've been picked as one of Oprah's favorite things. And so that was in September. And we've been in a whirlwind since then, because you have to have so many items available. And we're just grateful to her that she did select one of her original favorite things that she used to eat growing up in Nashville.
That's fabulous. And so you guys are going to be ready to handle the demand.
Oh, thank goodness we called in the cavalry. Our other brother, Carlton, came in from Seattle to help us. He's the political editor at the Seattle Times. After working, and this is political season, so after working a full day, he's helping us. And our brother in Atlanta, Victor, he has always helped us driving that social media. We could not do it without our other 2 siblings helping us and staying up all night to 3 and 4 o'clock, making sure these boxes are packed, making sure you're dealing with Amazon. It's a lot behind the scenes that goes on.
All right. Well, you guys, there you have it. You can buy the product at Amazon and also at winfreyfoods.com. So we want you all to stock up on all of these wonderful products, and congratulations again. And don't forget, go out and buy the magazine. Tomorrow it hits newsstands. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right, so next up, we're going to have Angela McCrae. And Angela is the creator of the media platform Uncorked and Cultured. Born during the COVID-19 pandemic as a self-care ritual with friends, Uncorked and Culture is a lifestyle brand connecting Black culture and the diaspora through wine, wellness, culture, and adventure. So as a creative strategist, Angela developed communications and digital platforms and campaigns for award-winning documentarian Stanley Nelson's Firelight Media for the Emmy-nominated documentary, Tell Them We Are Rising, the story of Black colleges and universities. And you all know we are seeing a rise in Black colleges right now because we got some people headed to the White House that come from the HBCUs. Woo woo! She's also the Grammy-nominated feature film, responsible for the Grammy-nominated feature film Miles Davis, Birth of the Cool. She was the co-producer and co-writer for the web series The BFF Chronicles, and her directorial debut short film, #Where is Beauty, starring soul singer Goapali, was nominated for awards at various film festivals around the world. Did I butcher her name again?
Goapali, but she is very close.
Okay. So Angela, can you share more about Uncorked and Cultured and how you're supporting Black-owned businesses through YouTube?
Absolutely, absolutely. So, like Jacqui mentioned, I started Uncorked and Cultured as an answer to the COVID pandemic. And I was really, here alone. I moved to New York last summer, and I needed to have a place to connect with people. And it was interesting because with all the work being canceled, events ending and things of that sort, I was able to become a wine ambassador with the Bosé collection, which allowed me to have a pipeline to learn about luxury wine, to pretty much expand my palette, to learn more about what offerings that, come in place when you work in the wine industry. And so after kind of developing a Facebook group called Uncorked and Cultured, I realized that it was actually bigger than just wine. It was a community. And Black women specifically, as well as Black men, wanted to learn more about wine. You know, a lot of times in our communities, we're very limited to like, you know, Sutter's Home, Arbor Mist, you know, the low end consumer grade wines. And so I felt it was important to really create a platform to allow us to celebrate our evolution and our place in the marketplace as wine drinkers, but then also merge it with our culture.
So, and I don't want to interrupt you because I see you've got some slides there. Do you have more slides? Because I've got questions.
Yes, I do have more slides, but
Okay.
I would like to answer your question.
So when you started this during the pandemic, and how long did it take you to get a Facebook group of following, and then are you selling products as well, or are you just highlighting products that we should go out and buy? How does this work?
So I actually originally created the Facebook group to identify an audience to sell wine to.
Okay.
And literally within 2 months, I had close to 900 members in this private group on Facebook.
Wow.
And, you know, and so it let me know that that's what was the signifier for me to know that this was bigger than just selling wine. Like this is a community thing. And so, you know, through the Bosé collection, which is a direct sales wine company where I have access to over 25 vineyards, 200 plus luxury wine brands, you know, we're able to curate experiences, holiday gift sets, as well as just, you know, memberships for people that are interested in evolving their wine experience. So right here, I'll just go into the first slide and then you can ask me a question. So one of the exciting things about tonight's panel is, of course, the holiday season. And one of the unique things about working in the wine industry is that people love it. It's an experience. And so giving the gift of holiday wine gift set will actually allow your gift receivers to really have a memory, you know, to really be able to have a toast to you and to bring holiday cheer. So, you know, our wine, we have, you know, an array of wine, which if you go to the next slide, you can see some of the different wines that we have available for our gift sets. You could get a pair of wine. You could have wine and a different wine from with wine accompanying wine glasses. We have sparkling. We have champagne. Really premium experiences. And our wines range from anywhere from $20 a bottle to $350 a bottle. So we have a palette that fits everyone. And we also have the exclusive John Legend brand. So if you didn't know, John Legend has his own very own wine brand. It's called Legend Vineyard Exclusive, which is a collection of 6 wines, premium luxury wines, which, you know, I'm excited about because I actually have a bottle chilling in my refrigerator right now. And, you know, the LVE brand, it's a collaboration with Napa's renowned Raymond Vineyards, where, you know, it really kind of speaks to John Legend because he was really a part of the process. And pictured with him is Jean-Charles Bosé, who is the founder of the Bosé Collection, which is the company in which I'm able to bring wine sales to my clients. So Cheryl, do you have a question?
Well, you're just teaching me so many things tonight. First of all, no, I did not know that John Legend had his own collection of wine. So thank you for sharing that with us as well. And the holiday packages that you're offering and making available. Is there also an educational component to your site so that those of us who are not familiar with wines, we went to Sonoma Valley for my birthday earlier this year before we were quarantined. And I learned a lot there, but I recognize what I don't know, that there's so much that I don't know. So as part of this whole wine culture and conversation, are you also educating audiences as part of that?
Absolutely. So when I started the Facebook group back in April, I wanted to engage with people. So since everything was virtual, we were like in the midst of the pandemic. I actually started hosting weekly wine tastings where I would get my friends together. We would get on Facebook Live, similar to this, and literally have conversations. We would share our wine. We would talk, you know, look at it, smell it, you know, taste it, and kind of give our own technical, you know, notes of our experience. And that was the most rewarding part of it. But then I realized that this is a platform in which I have an audience. So let me dig a little deeper. And I started integrating lifestyle, culture, and current events into the experience. So we would taste wine and align it with whatever's going on in the community. So for instance, I interviewed an astrologer on like when we were coming up on a full moon, just to kind of talk about, what the moon cycles represent, as well as how the moon affects the winemaking process, because each vineyard is very, when you talk about like just any type of agriculture, the farmers are really in tune with the ground. And with the Bosé collection, all of our wines, especially the Raymond Vineyard and the Deloach vineyards, they're all biodynamic. So it's organic and it's clean wine without the extra preservatives and things that happen when you get commercial wine at the most of the grocery stores.
It's amazing. And so, okay, so I know you've got a couple of other slides to share with us, but I just want to make sure that audiences know where we find you. So where do we go? Do we go on Facebook? Like, where are we going to look for you? I know you're not finished, but where are we looking for you?
Uncorked and Cultured on Facebook, on Instagram, as well as on my website, which is uncorkedandcultured.com. Just to kind of also go back to what you mentioned about the educational side of it. Just 2 weeks ago, I literally had a conversation with 2 Black wine workers. One works in sales and distribution. The other one actually works in the Sonoma Valley area at the vineyard. And they were talking about what it was like being Black men, which was like an anomaly in the wine business. And so it allowed, me to kind of get an inside scoop as far as them as Black men, how there's sometimes the invisible man in the room. What are some things that, decision makers can do to be more inclusive, but then also help me realize that this platform, Uncorked and Cultured, is once again bigger than just the wine experience. It's actually creating space and visibility for our Black wine professionals. There's so many that actually exist. And I had a chance to, connect with a group on Facebook that pretty much opened my eyes and my mind to what the industry has in store. I was also able to connect with the wine shop owner, as well as a master sommelier in South Carolina, a young Black man. He and was able to connect him with Will Packer's TV show Central Park Ave. So,
Wow.
So I feel like being in this space is allowing me to not just sell wine and have that extra stream of income, but it's really about, for me, the most fulfilling part is lifting people up and connecting them with what they need.
I love it. And I love that it's perfect for the holiday season. It's perfect for being quarantined. I'm going to go to Uncorked and Cultured and learn a little bit more, because, you look for a little bit of escape while you're stuck in the house for so much time. So I have been trying to grapple with, how do I find wine that I can enjoy while I'm here at the house? And so thank you for this. You all make sure that you pay attention as we drop into the comment section and also on the screen where you can make these purchases and support these businesses. So thank you so much, Angela, for coming on tonight, and we'll bring you back a little bit later for some questions and answers.
Thank you.
Okay, so next we have Kevin Miller. And Kevin joined the Fresh Market as their Chief Marketing Officer in May of 2020. Kevin, you got a job during the pandemic? Kevin has a 30-year track record of leading marketing and advertising organizations for Fortune 100 companies. Prior to the Fresh Market, Kevin served as Chief Marketing Officer for Natural Grocers, a natural and organic retail grocery chain based in Colorado that has a similar footprint to the Fresh Market, with 157 stores in 20 states. During his tenure there, Kevin led transformational change across marketing, company culture, and digital innovation, and he significantly grew the company's loyalty program. So for those of you all who aren't familiar with it, a loyalty program is when you're loyal to a particular brand and you go in and you use their little loyalty cards, or you give your little phone number, and that's how they keep track of you. I know these things, Kevin, work for Nielsen. So Kevin, Can you talk to us a little bit about holiday packages, and can you share some of the fresh market supports, holiday gatherings, large or small, and welcome to the show. And congratulations on getting the job during the middle of COVID.
Yeah, very fortunate. Give a little reverb. We turn down a little bit. Maybe put up my first slide if you don't mind. So I think today, I'm absolutely thrilled to be here. I've known about MOBE a long time, from the very beginning. This is my first opportunity to speak at a MOBE event, so I'm very honored and privileged to be able to do so, especially with such a esteemed group that you've assembled today. Those first two ladies are absolutely amazing and just incredible, and maybe we'll be doing some business with those two. So if my first slide can come up, what I'd like to do today is to give you guys a little bit of a background on the fresh market, talk to you a little bit about what we got going on for the holiday season, and then share with you what we're doing as far as doing more than supporting, but establishing business partnerships with the Black community and careers and building all that, that kind of stuff that we're very committed to. And I actually head up all those initiatives for the company. All right, so let's start off with the fresh market. We are a premier, fresh-focused, specialty gourmet retailer. We're kind of like take Wegmans and go even higher in terms of the level of quality. We've been around since 1982. We are primarily focused, as you can see from the map, in the south, the southeast, along the Atlantic coast, and and with a little bit over toward Chicago and those kind of things. We generate $2 billion a year in sales. And we have a vision of becoming America's most loved brands. One of, if not the most loved brand in America. We recently received quite some really good accolades. The Consumer Reports members rated us as one of the cleanest grocery stores in America, which is very important, particularly all the time, but particularly during COVID. We were the first grocery store to major chain to require our customers to wear masks during the peak of COVID. And we recently received an award, or we ended up being rated in a Newsweek survey around lots of different categories, but in the grocery category, we were rated the number 5 best grocer in America for customer service. So we take our customer service extremely important. Our customers are obviously always right, and we cherish them, but we love being in that high cotton of the 5 top rated grocery stores for customer service. Number 1 was Publix, 2 was Costco, Trader Joe's, Wegmans, and then little old Fresh Market. So we're really doing well. Grocery overall during the pandemic has been doing very well. You guys have seen all the news coverage, all the panic buying and things like that. So the grocery industry is doing pretty good overall, but we're doing even a lot better than the overall industry. So we feel like we're terrifically well positioned, to serve our customers because, our consumers now can't go out as often to restaurants. Restaurants are closed. People don't want to spend a whole lot of time shopping. They'd rather go in and stock up and get out. And, our smaller footprint stores make it more convenient, easier for our customers to get in and out. We're really clean. And importantly, we really focus on meal occasions and special occasions. So meal occasions really have to do with, hey, what's for dinner tonight? And there's that endless challenge for all the super busy folks out there on this podcast. And, they got to have kids and careers and and have to run podcasts and cook meatloaf dinners all at the same time. And so we're about meal solutions. And then obviously for the holidays, we want to be the place for the holidays. So I just wanted to feature, show you guys that, what we have is probably the best offering. If you were considering, what to do for Thanksgiving and you don't want to cook, I would highly recommend, if we're in your area, to check out the Fresh Market and see that we have this wonderful, curated, fabulous food, easy meals for, bigger groups all the way down to smaller groups. You can order online. I think Cheryl was saying how important that was earlier. You can get curbside and delivery of these terrific meal solutions. You can go to the next slide, please. You can see there are different sizes, different costs, and then all the sides and the pies and the platters along with it. So we make Thanksgiving and Christmas a really, really, really big deal. We decorate the stores with beautiful decorations. Next slide, please. And it's such a wonderful experience. And I've heard the first two speakers speak about experience and how important that is. And so we really, go after that, having the shopping experience be about discovery and curation of these wonderful foods from all around the world. We want everyone, once they buy the food, to be able to cook like a chef. And so we have an executive chef on board, and we feature different tips from him on all our different platforms. And we have guest bloggers and other folks that also help us. We're reaching out and beginning to include chefs like Chef Anna Rossi here, but also African-American bloggers and foodies can be a part of this program as well. And we worked with Black Southern Belle recently. Next one, entertainment guys. Look at those rack of lambs and the roast. It's just unbelievable how much we celebrate. So if you're thinking about how to really celebrate, this is my sales part. Come to the Fresh Market. You will not be disappointed. Keep going. All righty. We get good press. Next. We're great in social media. Next. But I think what we're showing here is just the integration of the various platforms as we market, what we have to offer for the holidays. And one of the things that we're really focused on is giving back to the community. We've been able to raise enough money to donate $7.6 million to Feeding America so far. And we're in the middle of our holiday roundup campaign. And in the first week of rounding up, we've raised over $116,000, and we will match up to $125,000. So this goes through the end of December, and hopefully, we'll well exceed our $250,000 goal.
This is so impressive, Kevin. I love that you all are giving back, and I also love that you are providing solutions for families who may not be able to get together because of the pandemic and the quarantining needs. And so as I was watching some of your packages and that you had a selection of price offerings, I thought this is great because I'm not going to be able to be with my son. Yeah. And I don't want him to go without a Thanksgiving feast. And I know he ain't going to cook no turkey. So, but you guys are in the Chicagoland area. And so I'm going to order him a package, a holiday package, so he can have all the trimmings and I don't feel guilty. And then we can have a Zoom dinner or something. So I love this. I was not aware of a Fresh Market, and I'm so glad that you are at the helm over there running, the marketing efforts and putting these tidbits of information out, particularly to communities of color, because it's really important.
Yeah, so I want to go back to that last slide that really talks about our commitment to the community. So all the other great stuff about the company is terrific, but we are extremely focused now with, George Floyd's murder. That woke up a lot of companies. I don't think George Floyd definitely did not die in vain. There's been an enormous amount of traction and companies wanting to do things. So we formed a diversity board of action. I'm the chairman of the board internally, and we're doing a number of things and our CEO is totally hands-on with this. But just so you guys know, and I don't know if there's a way to get that slide back, but we committed a $250,000 that one LDF to the Legal Defense Fund back in the summer, and we also contributed $50,000 to the International Center for Civil Rights. You know, civil rights movement started here in Greensboro.
Yes, yes.
At the at that Woolworth counter with the sit-in and the North Carolina A&T students.
Right.
We're building like an interactive experience. It's going to be sponsored by the Fresh Market there. We supported Veterans Day in that community through Wounded Warriors just last week. And what we're doing internally is we're redoing our vendor merchandising sourcing.
Great.
We supply chain to make it more diverse.
Great.
Committed now that 10% of all products that are going to be sold in the Fresh Market are going to be through African American, first focus African American, then also other diverse groups. But 10%, and right now we have like no percent. So
there you go, you guys. Another reason to go out to Fresh Markets and make sure that you're supporting brands for entrepreneurs who look like us. Kevin, thank you so much for joining us. It's your first time, but it won't be the last time.
One more. So we retained an African American broker because in order to get on grocery shelves, you need a food broker. And their name is Navigator Sales. And they're run by an African American woman and her husband. And so they are the ones that are going to provide the pipeline.
Okay.
For companies like Winfrey Foods and the other companies. So
I think it may be an opportunity, and I hate to cut you off, but we have to get some of our other folks on here. But what I hear to the producers of MOBE Mondays is we need to have Kevin come back and talk specifically about how to get your brand into the Fresh Market stores. Thank you so much, Kevin. We'll have you back up for Q&A. Okay. All righty. So next we have up Wiley Mullins, Uncle Wiley's. Wiley is, we've had Wiley on before. Hi, Wiley.
Hey, how you doing, Cheryl?
I'm good. So Wiley is the founder and president of Uncle Wiley's Specialty Foods, Inc., a firm that produces and markets Wiley's healthy Southern classics seasonings and spices. And in 28 active years, Wiley has expanded his product line and distribution network. So Uncle Wiley's is now sold in supermarkets across the country. He started his career at Procter & Gamble, marketing natural brands that we all know and love, like Vicks Vapor Rubs and Mott's Applesauce and Vicks NyQuil. And he has received a number of awards from businesses and community organizations. And Wiley, I love talking to you. So we're going to hear more about Uncle Wiley's and your unique seasoning flavors. And what was some of the inspiration behind some of them?
Well, I grew up in Alabama, and I grew up in the shadows of Tuskegee Institute, now Tuskegee University. And I always loved the stories of Dr. George Washington Carver. And after completing graduate school and entering into the marketing area, I decided that I wanted to continue his work. And that was such a motivation for me. And specifically, getting people back to eating culturally, but also eating healthy at the same time. And it has been a joy for the past 28 years to introduce America to the wonderful taste that we all grew up with. Now America is enjoying collard greens and black-eyed peas and sweet potatoes.
So the seasonings go into the collard greens so how does this work?
Well, we have seasonings that are the only seasoning you'll need. For instance, if we were making a pot of collard greens, fresh collard greens, Cheryl, all you would have to do is add a package of our seasoning to it, and you would not need to add smoked turkey or ham hocks or bacon fat or anything like that. So the great thing about it is you get that down home flavor, but our products are 100% fat free and cholesterol free. So much so that we've got organizations like American Heart Association, American Diabetes Association, major hospitals are recommending their patients that have certain chronic illnesses like heart disease and diabetes, particularly African Americans, that you can still enjoy those things that you like with that flavor that you like and you want without adding the fat and cholesterol. So it's been great to see how people have really picked up on this message, and I get calls every day from people from coast to coast looking for our products.
And how can we find the products? Where do we find them? And how do we order them online? Because I know online shopping, like I would love to be able to send the spices to to my friends and family. So how do we find them?
Well, there are many grocery stores across the country. Kroger, for instance, have put me in the majority of their stores, which is great. We're in Walmart stores and other major chains across the U.S. If you can see my packages there, if you'll stop that slide, you can see that those are some of our products. House to House is a program that we really came up with during this period of the coronavirus, because we are at home and we wanted to make our home safe. And so we tell people to order online. If they can't get out to their grocery stores, if they don't want to go to their grocery stores, they can order online. But they can also find it in the produce section of the grocery store. Our number one item is the Wiley's green seasoning. Again, it's just like I told you, it's real easy to use. We've got, now we have the smoked turkey green seasoning as well as a green seasoning with a touch of pepper. And people love it. We've got beans and peas seasoning. We got 3 varieties. We got a smoked beans and peas, gives that down-home smoked flavor. Again, fat-free, cholesterol-free. We got a roasted turkey beans and peas seasoning. That's a different flavor, but people really love it. And then we have our regular beans and peas seasoning, which is the ham flavor, pork flavor. Again, all fat-free and cholesterol-free. And a lot of consumers right now are ordering these products, buying them in the stores. We are working around the clock. We are literally working around the clock, getting our displays out to the stores. We've got a seasoning for corn on the cob. You don't have to add butter to your corn anymore, or salt. It's great.
You are literally revolutionizing how Black people eat, right? So stripping away
eat and their lifestyle.
Yeah.
For instance, right here, you can have, we're having a fun with this product here. This is our wing seasoning. Again, all you do is just sprinkle it on your wings and on a baking dish and put it in the oven. And 45 minutes to an hour later, you got some of the best wings you ever had. And this is a promotion we have right now, particularly during football season. So you can enjoy your wings at home while you watch the football games on television. It's great.
I love this. And one of the other things that I love is my husband, who's now a vegetarian, he makes all of the things that you just talked about, the greens and the beans, and his go-to flavoring is garlic. Like, I'm like, dude, there's so much more out there than just garlic. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bag up go and buy all of your seasoned packets and make sure he has some other options other than just garlic for all of the things that vegetarians are eating. So I love this. Now, what's this about our slice of the pie? You got pie seasoning too?
No, listen, literally, I've got to tell you, Cheryl, your organization really inspired us to start this association. This is the African American Food Association, AFA. And what this is a marketing campaign that we're launching in 2021, utilizing a pull strategy of getting African American food brands into the stores. If you go down the aisles of stores, you'll see Asian foods, Indian foods, Middle Eastern foods, and certainly Latino, Hispanic foods. But you don't see this section for African American types of foods. And we have started this. I'm working with several food chains right now. They're very excited about it. Following up what Kevin said, this came as a result of the situations that took place early in the summer following the George Floyd incidents. And we're going there. We're utilizing a pull strategy, which means that we are creating a demand for these products before they ever hit the store shelves, which gives the retailers an opportunity to bring these products in and already have a market for them. And we're very excited about this. And I need you to know that we used a lot of the data from Nielsen to accomplish this.
Yay, this is wonderful. I think, again, I just said it when we were talking to Kevin, but I think that there is a need for having another show that talks about brands actually making it onto the shelves and what that process looks like. And so hopefully the producers are listening and they will be able to incorporate this our slice of the pie along with Kevin and the knowledge of what it takes to get into his store. So thank you so much for sharing this, Wiley. Can't wait to taste some of these additional spices, and looking forward to having a great holiday because of what you're going to be able to provide and put on our table with your spices. So thank you.
Cheryl, it is always a pleasure, and I appreciate you for what you do. You're great.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Wiley. Okay. Next up, we're going to have Yolanda White, who's going to present Dayo Women fashions for us. So we're going to shift a little bit from food and drink. And so if after we've eaten and been able to have all that wine, we can still slip into your leisure wear, we're going to move right on over to you, Yolanda. She is CEO of Dayo. She's an executive leader who has managed iconic brands in the cosmetic, automotive, food, and beverage industries. And now she's revolutionizing women's fashions with the loungewear brand Dayo. She was previously a marketing leader at the Coca-Cola Company, and her achievements have been acknowledged by trade organizations and media outlets, naming her one of the top 50 African-American women in advertising and marketing. So Yolanda's all about disruption as it relates to the loungewear and pajama industry. And y'all know you've been walking around in a lot of loungewear and pajamas these last 10 months. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Yolanda.
Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, MOBE, for allowing me to be here. Let's see if we can run a video really quick since we're kind of switching it up a little bit. Let's take a look. You said it perfectly, Cheryl, when we started this. We've talked about food, we've talked about wine. Now let's talk about what we put on during the holidays and how we could celebrate. So I'm super excited to present Dayo to you. Dayo Women is a loungewear line, and it's all about giving women something comfortable and beautiful that they could wear at home. It's like the perfect thing to wear when guests are coming over. I created Dayo 2 years ago. And it really was it was built out of love. It was built out of desire. But more importantly, it was built out of listening to a girlfriend who basically shared a story with me. And after she shared the story, the one thing that I realized, as women, we show up for the world beautiful and all put together. But when we get home, we don't always show up for ourselves the same way. And so today, this is all about how can we, during the holidays, as we're still giving to other people, give the gift of self-love and give ourselves the grace and permission to love on ourselves a little bit more. So I'm talking about loungewear. This is something you can wear. I have it on, of course. But if you go to dayowomen.com, you will see there is a holiday gift shop. start there and I'm gonna explain what we have there. So there are a couple of different sets and combos we put together. And I just wanted to show you guys a few of the things that we have. One of the first things that we have is our lounge top with our shorts. These are shorts. And we thought it was a skirt because it's a little dark, but now you can see the light. They're actually shorts. Super comfy, but this shirt actually moves around. So for her, she can put the shirt over both shoulders and it's just like a nice conservative look. Or she can drop the shoulders and create a whole nother little sexy
note. Okay, I'm with you.
Now, the one thing that's really special about this loungewear is that it has lining in the shorts, so it gives you a little bit more protection. And it also has built-in breast support. So this is all about functionality, versatility, and quality at the same time. The fabrics are sustainable. It's produced in Italy. So super beautiful, high-grade quality. And you'll see this set is $99. So very easy, affordable, and great quality for you to actually wear for yourself or go purchase for someone else. So that's in the holiday gift shop. Now we're going to switch it over to the gray outfit on the completely other side here. And this is the exact same top, you guys. It's just that it's inside of the built-in breast support to make it a crop. For my women who don't want to show their stomach, you can't see me, but you can see her. You can actually just take this out. We're doing like a live demonstration, you guys. So you can just take this out. You can wear it on the outside. You can actually pull it in between the breast support and just create you a completely different look here. So many things you could do with a simple shirt. And the one thing you can't see, which I don't want to take the girls apart, but the back has like a beautiful gathering on the back side that just gives it a little bit more texture and dimension. So those are two that are there. This bundle here is actually $150, and it also comes with a journal, which is our Lounge and Self-Love journal set. A beautiful set that's more of a diary, and it's really for women to keep their deepest, most beautiful secrets in on how they love themselves. So it's every question from what do you love about yourself? What do you do for moments of enjoyment? And it really does encourage the moment to discover, to experience, and to commit to living a life of self-love. How are we doing on time, Cheryl? Is this sounding interesting to you? What are you taking it in?
I was so caught up in what you were saying. I haven't even been looking at how we're doing. We've got 2 minutes left.
Okay,
but
cool.
This is really fascinating.
Okay, good. So the last little bundle that we have, it's our self-love box. And in this box, it has the journal, and then it has a new special item that we created, it's called Pick Self-Love, but it is literally a card set that opens you up to experience self-love. So this is what's on the inside of it. Now, you guys might think, what do you do for self-love? In here, we have 4 cards that you could share a self-love moment with someone, whoever your partner is. Then we have 4 cards that are called Shout, and it's all about like affirmations to yourself that you really just shout out. We speak it, but I'm telling you, shout it out. We have some self-love wild cards, 4 of those, but what's really important in addition to them is that we have 38 self-love experiences. All you can see is white. Okay, I'm trying to get it closer. That literally, this is the routine. You spread them out on a Sunday, you pick 5 cards, you turn them over, see what you're in the mood for. You commit to 3 self-love experiences for the week. You put the other 2 that you decided not to do, and you go on your self-love journey. So it's everything from, become one with nature, have some little party vibrations, pamper your face. So these are all things that you can do to love on yourself. So if I leave you with anything, we've already talked about, you can eat good, you can drink good. I love Wiley so much, you guys. I swear by it. But you can also dress good and fabulous and put yourself together, love on yourself, and give yourself a little bit of room to do something nice for yourself as you are doing for other people. So that is Dayo.
I love this whole concept, Dayo, because you fall into a rut after you've been in the house for months. not days, not weeks, but for months. And so this is beautiful. And I love that you can take one outfit and make like several outfits from it. I love that.
You said that. There is a styling room on dayowomen.com that shows you, like the shirt I have on, I can wear multiple ways. I can pull it off my shoulders. I know, right? It's a lot on this call. But it's like there's many things you can do with it. So I just tell people, have fun with your clothes, see what they can do for you, and just like, yeah, discover.
And where do we go to buy these?
So it's at dayowomen.com. If you
Dayo Women.
Yep, women. So DAYO Women. And if you go into the holiday gift shop, you can find everything I just presented right here.
Okay, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Yolanda, for sharing this. I'm going to have that under my tree. So,
Yay! Become a Dayo woman.
We'll have to come back in a few for questions.
Okay.
So we've got now, we're going to Sita Lewis, AKA Mama Sita. And as she joined us, she began her career as a TV producer. Hi, Sita. Producing nationally award-winning shows for cable and television networks. She's the daughter of the famed boxing and entertainment promoter, Butch Lewis. Sita has produced everything from live talk shows to variety and talent shows. And after noticing that many of her high school students suffered a great deal from eczema and other skin irritations, Sita decided to teach and share her own personal, handmade, all-natural body cream recipe with her class, leading to incredible results. She decided to take her naturally inherited entrepreneurial skills and make her product available for all to enjoy and reap the rewarding benefits of Mama Sita's Miracle Buttercream. So can you share a little bit more about it, Sita? Hi, welcome to the show.
Thank you. And I just want to say thank you to MOBE for having me back on again. So I have a TV background, as you explained, and I ended up going on the Food Network, and I was featured on Food Network Star. And when I came off of Food Network, I started teaching culinary. So it's like my career has taken several different looks over the years. But this, to me, is one of the things that has caused me to just follow my passion, because I've made natural products for myself, all while producing TV, all while being in the music business, all while doing the Food Network stuff. So it was a joy to actually share my product with the kids in Harlem that were having terrible issues with eczema and other different skin disorders and itchy scalp and different things like that. So I created a product, and they actually inspired me to turn it into a business. So it's been 3 years, and it started off as an online business. And then I started going to trade shows and expos and different things like that all over the country, selling my natural products. And the product line has grown over the years. So I'm going to explain like some of the pieces that I have in the line. And what happened during COVID in 2020, literally, like for me, my sales increased because more people were into self-care due to staying at home, being trapped in the house. And I, was really pressing my own personal advertising and marketing on social media. And before you know it, my sales had quadrupled. So I went from about 300 customers to now 3,000 customers in 3 years. And I'm really excited to keep taking Miracle Buttercream higher. Like what you're looking at now is me sitting in my dining room. I used to produce the product right here. So this part has actually grown. I've moved into a small lab that I created, and I have a signature product, which is a deep skin moisturizer. And what makes my product, I think, more premium and superior than a lot of the other natural products that you'll find on the market is, one, it is a 3-in-1 butter. So you think that, oh, this is a shea butter product. No, it's a mango butter, shea butter, coconut oil, jojoba oil, grapeseed oil, avocado oil, and the last oil is castor oil. So these are 8 simple ingredients, right? But they're put into the the best formulation to create like a creamy consistency. And I brought my product just so that I could show you guys live, like what the product actually looks like. I don't know if you can see that up close, but it's a creamy consistency. But the minute you put it on your skin, it starts to melt right into your skin. So it's really easy to pull out of the jar, and then it absorbs into your skin immediately. Okay, and your skin will feel literally velvety soft. And it comes in 16 different scents. And I'm going to list 16 scents. So over the years, I've actually listened to my customers and said, what do you all want? So I've really just been bringing scents that the customers love. I have lavender baby. I have black cherry woods. I have grapefruit lemonade. I have amber. I have white tea, vanilla, almond, mango tango. You name it. If there's a scent that you love, I probably have it. And then for the people who don't know what scent that they love, I have this little mini pack that has 6 different scents in the little tiny 1/2 ounce jars. And then I also have 3 additional scents in what I consider these little sample packs. So when you purchase a mini pack to try out what scent that you like, you get 3 more additional scents. So you're really getting 9 different scents. And this is for $28. So before you invest in a large jar like this, or even a refill pack, because we have refill packs for the people who are really in love with the product and don't want to get rid of their packaging, because everyone loves the packaging. The packaging comes in an airtight acrylic jar. It has a plastic insert that protects the product. And then when you travel with it, nothing can leak out of this jar. So it's airtight. And just let me tell you, because of my television and entertainment background, and that's how I found out about the president of MOBE, Curtis Simons. I used to work with Curtis at BET. I was a producer at BET for 15 years. So I have relationships with people in the entertainment business. And just so you know, Denzel Washington and Pauletta Washington, this is all they use on their skin. Samuel and LaTanya Jackson, Wyclef Jean, Al Roker, Phaedra Parks. This is her favorite product. I have a luxury body oil. And I mean, she sent me a video of her, talking about how much she loves this luxury oil. And everybody thought it was like an advertisement that I paid for. And I said, it wasn't an ad. Like, all the videos that have come in from different celebrities have been totally authentic. I've never done any advertising. So Adele Givens, the comedian, this is all she uses. So the product line is growing. I have men started contacting me saying, what do you guys have for men? Well, of course, this is a premium body moisturizer. Of course it's for men, but sometimes you have to let men know that we have something that we made just for you, okay?
Right. Make them feel special.
Exactly. Put it in different packaging. And also for the holiday, we have a combination pack that you can do, like for a foot care kit. We have the peppermint foot cream that has some of the same similar butters and oils, but a few extra premium ones, and high doses of peppermint oil that gives your feet that nice stimulating feeling. And then I have like a pumice bar. So anybody that has like rough skin, and then some gel socks to put over top of that. So you can buy this in a combination. And then around the holidays, if you check on my website at miraclebuttercream.com.
Say it again.
miraclebuttercream.com. It's very simple. I'll be doing some some stocking gift bags with some of the product inside. So that's all you have to do is follow me on Instagram. That's also at Miracle Buttercream. And you'll see all of the different highlights of what we're doing for the holidays. And you'll love the product. I'm telling you, when people have called this product creamy crack for a reason, because once your skin gets used to it, and you saw me put the product on my skin, it absorbs in, and it's not greasy at all, but yet you're getting no chemicals whatsoever. No alcohol, no water, no preservatives, no parabens, phthalates, none of that is in this product. So you're getting a real all natural product.
You all are just going to have me all set up for the holidays. So, first of all, I'm going to have my little wine that I'm going to be drinking, and then I'm going to slip in my little cozy loungewear. But before I do, I'm going to rub on all the miracle butter. It's going to be going on. It's going to be going on. Thank you so much, Sita, for sharing this. You guys, and all of this is in on the comment section of the website. I'm sorry, all the websites are on the Facebook comment section. But miraclebuttercream.com is where we can get all of these fabulous products. And don't forget your guys; they want to feel special too. Thank you, Sita. We'll have you back for some questions. Okay, and then last but not least, we have Synthia SAINT JAMES. Synthia is a world-renowned multicultural visual artist, author, illustrator of over 20 books, and educator who has garnered numerous prestigious awards in her 50-year career. Synthia is most noted for designing the first Kwanzaa stamp for the United States Postal Service in 1997, and she's also the original national and international artist who designed the cover for Terry McMillan's book, Waiting to Exhale. I love art, and there's so much history and story and culture to be found in artwork. And so, Synthia, can you share more about your art and how you're making it accessible for all of your different types of platforms, including puzzles and G-clays and prints?
Well, you know, the other thing that I've noticed has been a very large demand for art during this season. Not the holiday season, but because everyone is back pretty much in their homes more. It reminds me of when I first started out as an artist. Selling my first paintings were in New York, when almost 6 months out of the year you are inside. But the art industry has really picked up, and I love it because my art has always been called or considered healing. And it also is calming. It does all of those things. So when one of my companies came through, pixels.com, just last week, has decided to offer puzzles. And so I said, well, this is something that a family can sit down and do, or an individual can sit down and do. And when they finish with it, they have a piece of art that they can actually do adhesive on and frame and put into their home. So
you take the puzzles and spend quality time putting them together, and then there's a sealant that you put over it?
Yes, and I don't have the name of that, but someone just told me about that's what they do. And I know people do that, so I know it's been there for a long time. But they're come in two different sizes, 18 by 24 and 20 by 28. So they're really good size art pieces, the end result. And actually, because they're printed on demand, only taking 2-3 days turnaround time, I'm able to offer 130 of my paintings that people can choose from.
Oh, wow.
They have a vast variety of paintings to choose from and decide that's what I want, or I want that painting with 500 pieces, or this other painting with 1,000 pieces. And they sell for $50 for 18 by 24 size and $60 for the 20 by 28. So they're good price points too.
Those price points are excellent. And the puzzles that are being shown right now, they're so vivid. Your artwork is phenomenal. And to understand, because we always do puzzles during the holidays as it's a group activity for the family. And so to see this, because usually we end up with, something that's not as beautiful as this. But to do this and then to have it so that we can frame it up and keep it, what a wonderful concept.
I mean, you could do it immediately, or if you want to work the puzzle again, you could take it apart and start all over again. But you actually have a piece of art that's frameable. And something that's really going to work your minds and build family participation. There's so many wonderful aspects of it.
No, absolutely. And so what's the difference between a G-clay and a print?
A G-clay is basically a printing process. There's serigraphs, there's lithographs, there's offset lithography. a Giclée is an inkjet process where that I, as an artist, go in and proof every single color, and it's maintained in the memory of my link or my digital response that my printer uses. So we go in and I actually make sure each color is right, and then inkjet is shot onto mine, and I use canvas because when it's printed on canvas, it really looks like an original painting. Okay, now the print that you're saying, most prints, not all, are printed on paper, and it's usually offset lithography. And then to highlight a lot of those pieces, the UV coating makes it brighter. So that's just a lesser priced item, but both of them are very durable and long lasting.
And where can we find all of your fabulous work?
Well, I know that there's going to be shot up the pixels.com for the puzzles, the exact link that goes straight to the site. And then for my Giclées and prints, it's Atelier Synthia SAINT James.com. But I know that'll be broadcast. I know people on Facebook are seeing it. But an additional thing that I'm offering for the MOBE, for just an appreciation and the honor of being included in your program, anyone from MOBE can use a coupon code on my site, my website, MOBE20, for 20% off anything they purchase.
Wow. Okay. So we've got discounts, which is wonderful at this time of year. You can go and you can purchase for your art enthusiasts, Giclées as well as prints, as well as puzzles, right? Yes. And I love what I love about the puzzle concept is that it's a great way to introduce younger generations into the world of art. And to bring them into understanding what art looks like in all of the different types of mediums in which it can exist and get them to love it. You can start with the puzzle, you can grow them across those mediums. So I love that.
Yes, and I've done so much work for HBCUs. I've done 13 commissioned paintings over the years. Plus I go work with HBCUs as an artist in residence. So there are HBCU prints available as well, and HBCU Giclées on canvas at another price point on my website as well.
Well, this is all great, and hopefully you all can see how to order all of these. And I know pixels.com is what we're focusing on right now for the actual puzzles. But we want to make sure we drive you to Cynthia's website as well.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much. So
thank you.
I love having this. You guys, you've had so many different opportunities here tonight with all of our entrepreneurs. Supporting Black businesses is so important, especially this time of year. And we've run the gamut. We've given you no excuse to say you can't find the perfect gift this year. And we've given you all of the avenues and channels where you can go find them, including at the Fresh Market. So we want to make sure that we say thank you for all of our brands. For those of you who are watching, we hope that they've inspired holiday ideals for you. Sincere appreciation to MOBE for caring about Black entrepreneurs and executives and creating a vehicle for them to succeed. Do we have any questions that we need to answer before we turn it over and announce what next week's show is? No questions? Okay. So you all go out and start your holiday shopping now. You don't have to wait until Black Friday. We got Blacks right here and there today on Black Monday. So let's get this started. Thank you to all of you for all of your creativity and bringing to life products that reflect us and benefit us. And we're so happy that you were able to join us. This is Cheryl Grace. I'm sitting in for Yvette Moyle. We want to thank all of these wonderful organizations. We want you to also remember, for those members of our community who are not fortunate enough to have a holiday meal or gifts, Think about your local food banks or your local church ministry during this holiday season. But thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for your kindness and your generosity. And happy holidays if I don't see you guys again, but you will see me on your little websites because I'm ready. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Cheryl,
Bye.
Cheryl.
on what is happening for next week's show. Did you see it?
So next week, marketing and advertising while Black. Let's talk that Erica Riggs, Walter Gear, and Derek Walker will be our speakers. That's Erica Riggs, Walter Gear, and Derek Walker. We're going to talk about marketing and advertising while Black. That's going to be, I'm just going to say it's going to be a very interesting topic, y'all. So make sure you tune in.
Thank you. You've been amazing, John.
Tuning in to MOBE Holiday.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you.